Story 1. I 33F want to cancel my date and stop seeing the guy I'm talking to 44M over a text he sent last night. What would you say? I've been seeing a guy for a few weeks. Let's call him Brad. Last night, I was out with my toddler when a strange man approached us, making us both uncomfortable to the point that the restaurant staff had to intervene. I get home and tell Brad what happened, and instead of asking if we're okay, he laughs it off, sends me multiple selfies, and gets excited about our date the next day. I don't want to see Brad anymore. How do I cancel the date without writing a long explanation? I want to keep it short, firm, and without justifying his inappropriate behavior. Comment 1. Okay, ditch the explanation. He showed you his priorities and lack of concern. You don't owe him a lesson. Send this. Brad, I need to cancel our date. I've realized this isn't the right fit for me, and I won't be pursuing things further. Wishing you the best. That's it. Short, clear, final. It cancels the date, states your decision to end contact, and offers no room for argument or explanation. He doesn't need a story, he needs to know it's over. Block him after sending if you feel the need. Move on. His reaction told you everything you needed to know about his character. Comment 2. Hi Brad, I need to cancel our date for tonight. I don't think we are a good match. Wishing you all the best. Comment 3. Hi Brad, you're right. It was because the creeper thought I was pretty. Once you helped me realize this, I went and found him. It was easy as he happened to be in my front hedges. He's taking me out tonight, so I'll need to cancel our date. I do really appreciate your help better understanding the situation. Phew. Story 2. My boyfriend, M37, says I, F30, want to have my cake and eat it. My boyfriend, M37, and I, F30, have been together for 8 months. While things can be a bit rocky at times, we generally get along well, share similar values, and treat each other with respect. One recurring issue we face is around community. I see it as a lack of community on his side, while he sees it as me not prioritizing him enough. Recently, I told him I'd be at a sleepover with my best friends over the weekend because one of them is having a tough time and we want to cheer her up. I could hear his disappointment when he said, I don't operate as someone in a relationship. I want to have my cake and eat it too, since I should be hanging out with you instead. But I spent all of last weekend with him. Saw him during the week. We talk for an hour multiple times a day, and we're going on a holiday I planned for us next week. I'm struggling to balance spending time with him while maintaining my relationships with friends and family, which are also important to me. How do I keep my other relationships intact while also making sure my partner feels prioritized and valued? Comment 1. My other relationships with my friends and family are important to me. That means I cannot promise you all of my weekends simply because you are my boyfriend. If that's going to be a problem, then this isn't going to work. Your boyfriend's almost 40. He's too old to be acting entitled to right of first refusal over your time. If he's not willing to accept that you do have other priorities, then I don't think your values are as in alignment as you think they are. Comment 2. This is not having your cake and eating it too. This is normal friend behavior that is healthy, and your partner should encourage you to maintain your friendships. Boyfriend sounds controlling and insecure. Having your cake and eating it too would be if you were like cheating or acting single somehow. Does he simply think the sleepover part is inappropriate? Weird. Comment 3. That's a term usually used for cheaters, but you aren't cheating if you have friends and take care of your social life. Does he have friends? Don't be his everything. It's going to be exhausting real soon. Your boyfriend isn't a needy kid. You aren't responsible for his emotional state. You are only responsible for your own, and you do need friends to be stable. You maintain your friendships by having boundaries with your boyfriend. Comment 4. Your friends and family aren't extras to be squeezed in after your romantic relationship. They're part of your emotional ecosystem. If a relationship requires you to shrink that to make someone else feel secure, it might not be the right fit unless that security can be built together. Story 3. My 23F partner, 26M, stormed out of our apartment after I told him I couldn't give him the support he wanted right now because my friend just died. Help? My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years, and sometimes He can be a lot. Last night was one of those times. I had just gotten home from a 12-hour shift. I'm a nurse, and I told him all I wanted was a calm evening watching a show we both enjoy. On top of being exhausted, I'm also grieving. One of my close friends died by suicide just 2 days ago. I made it clear that I didn't have the mental or emotional space for anything heavy. At first, things were fine. We were chatting about the show, keeping it light. But as soon as I turned the TV on, he randomly shifted the conversation, again, to his dad and how much he hates him. Now, I get that his relationship with his father is strained and painful, and I've always tried to be supportive. But he brings it up constantly. Even the day I found out my best friend had died, he still launched into a rant about his dad not respecting him. I had just hung up from a gut-wrenching call with her sobbing mom, and within minutes, we were having that conversation again. I wasn't really even present. I just sat there numbly while he talked at me for over an hour before I excused myself to take a bath. Last night, I finally told him bluntly that I needed a few days to mentally reset. I said I didn't feel capable of supporting him right now, and it set him off. He called me selfish. Called me a bitch. Said I didn't understand because I never had a dad to begin with. That one really hurt. I responded defensively. I probably shouldn't have, but then he screamed at me to shut my ****ing mouth and punched the wall right next to my head. Then he grabbed his keys and stormed out. It's now 1 a.m., he's still not home. His location is off, and the only thing I got from him since is a text that said, "You're completely unempathetic to what I'm going through. I hope you think about your actions." At first, I felt guilty, like maybe I should have just kept quiet, or maybe I could have comforted him more. But deep down, I knew this wasn't right. Update. Reading some of your comments about abusive behavior hit me like a truck. My gut knew it, but seeing it in words made it real. That fear kicked in fast. I woke my brother up at 2 a.m., packed a bag, and left. I'm safe now, staying at my brother and his husband's place. I've turned off my location, blocked his calls for now. He got home, saw I was gone, and started spamming me with texts and voicemails, apologizing, begging, trying to pull me back in. And I'll be honest, I feel guilty. That part of me that wants to fix and comfort is still there. But I also know I don't want to be the next thing he hits. I'm beyond thankful to everyone who helped me see this clearly, and to my brother, who was horrified when I told him everything and immediately took me in. I'm planning to talk to my mom today and figure out a plan to leave this relationship permanently. Thank you for reminding me that it's okay to choose myself. I'm safe now, and I'm going to stay that way. Comment 1. Don't have a conversation with him. Leave. He punched the wall next to your head. That's not okay. That is your neon flashing light that he is not a safe person. You do not need to explain yourself to him. You already did, and his response was you yell at you, call you names, and then punch the wall next to your head. Leave his crazy ass. Leave quickly and quietly. Comment 2. Even at the time he's supposed to be comforting you and let you grieve, he wants you to coddle him. Leave for your own mental peace. He called you selfish, hypocrite much? Comment 3. He changes the subject from your problems to his because he has no interest in your problems. He punches the wall next to you and shouts because he is an abusive jerk. Depending on your circumstances, either you need to leave or you need to dump his stuff outside and change the locks. Put your own safety first. If you have to leave, don't tell him in advance, just be gone. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.